Hello everyone. Now I think I'm going to start. Please like, comment and share this video for making a chance for the gift card. Today I'm going to work with David's new line Back in Time, and I also, you see here, I use some elements from previous releases but also from Esther's release. So I go through my small TN. I use my small TN. I got the samples from David back today, so that was, yeah, the pose is not good at this time, but for me it was great, but because he sent it yesterday to me, and I thought, oh, maybe they are not on time to show you, but he has showed you them already. So now this one is new. This David had not this one. Here I used the stencil and I doodled with that stencil. Is also a nice thing to do, I think. Here I made the clock and I made with the alphabet TikTok. And I used the gears and I used some white paper and I splashed some distress ink on it, and then I stamped on it and cut it out. Here the gears, and the gears I really love. I made them old and rusty with, I think you call it cinnamon. Please help, ladies. Kaneel, is that cinnamon in English? I think so. So I use only blue, brown and orange paint, and then the cinnamon. And then it's got a rusty look. And then I stamped the stamp, and then I did some words pop up. I'm terrible today in English, I think. My head is spinning. Here I used the front from the new paper. The hexagons I cut out, and I use them for this page. And you see here, I love that stuff from Esther's collection. Here is the question mark from the previous line. And here I'm going to work on today. So I take it out already. Now this one you have seen, I think, by David. I was really glad I got them in time today. Also the same gears. This one I doubt a little bit for myself. I'm not really happy with this page, but so yeah, but sometimes you have that. And here the gears already, and you see I like to do the pop-up of the sentiments of the in a different color. Here I use a stencil, and I draw the stencil with a black liner, and then I colored them in with gouache paint, and then put the butterflies on it. Here I use the same stencil as I do use today, and this one is the flip book with the bear. And I put it in the middle of the elastic. And then the last page is this one. And I have a lot of empty pages, so I can create a lot. This one is going to be side of me. Then this one also, but because I'm going to do is give the pages a little bit of color. And I'm going to use first this side, and I'm going to use the Oxide inks. I like Oxide and on Kraft paper. I think they give a really nice look. And I'm going to use my favorite three colors, and that's tumbled glass, peeled paint and wild honey. Thank you, Pat. And I go do a lot of the paper in with the stencil, because I put some things over it, and then you see not a lot of it, but that's why I do take a lot of the paper in the stencil. And I start with the blue one, tumbled glass. Then the green one, the peel paint. Hello, Belinda. And everyone never thought of using oxide on. Yes, oxide on craft paper gives a really nice look, Sylvia. Then the wild honey. I'm going to peek out, must be a little bit more. And this is very dark craft paper. I have some lighter ones, but this is dark, so I must do it a little bit more. The blue one, once again. And you see, I hope you see it. Oh, you see it good, yes. Then I'm going to do the other side also. Crafting a bit. That's nice, so Suzanne. Show what you craft after this live. Or tell us what you are doing right now, making right now. So. Begin again with the blue one and the green one. And I start with this because I want to color also today, because you asked a few times to show me how I color, but this must dry, so I thought I start with this one, and I clean the stencil later. Because I want some splattering on it. And the white splatters I make with Dr. P.H. Martin's pen white. I like it because it's I have also the, how do you call that, I must look, the Ecoline, but that takes the paint, the color of the paint, and this one is white. But I'm first going to dry a little, I must put it in my here's my hot glue, and then my heat gun is out of the contact, so a little bit. But I think I first want to make some black doodles on the page. That is what I think now. And I didn't took my black gel pen. So I will look if it's okay. That is what I'm going to do first before I'm going to do some light splatters. And I like to scribble a little bit so it's not a straight line. Oh, yes, but this is a cheap shirt, so if it's going to be dirty, then it's not a problem. But it was a little bit cold today. The sun was, oh, the clouds were more than the sun today. But we get a lot of sun this weekend, so we cannot complain. No, I take my and I do some from the white here, and then I take my splatter brush, make it a little bit wet, not too much. Now you see, everything is always messy when I splatter. Take a baby wipe. So that's enough. You see, everything is right now. I have a splatter box, but then I cannot film because it's too high and I forget to use it. Let's be honest, Marga, and you forget to use it. So, but it's clean, and it's my craft room, so it's, if I got little splatters on my desk, it's my problem. Now this one I'm going to dry. I lay it at the top here, so, and then I have prepared a frame, and this frame I made with the postage stamps from Annette's collection. So I used this one and then the smallest one, and I cut them out, so I got this frame. And I thought I did not use the soft silk microfine glitter lately, so I thought this was a nice thing to use today. Like the two tones with your stencils. Thank you. I go look if I miss, because I see that you have a lot of comments, but I think I miss a lot. Oh, wildfire, that's not, it's terrible. I hope you're living in a safe place. I'm going to use the leaf green. Take that away. I hope not that my base is going to get a lot of glitter. I'm afraid. Yes, but I can take them off and put them under in the water. So. First I'm going to do the half of this one. I thought the green one was a nice color to use. And love sometimes a little bit shiny stuff on my page, so this green fits the peeled paint from the distress ink, so no, I have, I don't know how to say that, how to explain. In my thumb and fingers there are, ontstekingen. How do I say that in English, girls? Please help me. So this one is fitting good, so that can go in the jar again. Come on. So. Now I must clean a little bit my desk. You see there's glitter on it. Now this is also going to be a side of me. And now I'm going to color. And I always think coloring is boring for you, but every time I show you something colored, you ask me to color, so I'm going to use the distress refills today. I have 2 boxes. And I put under the box a paper with all the colors and the names, because all the drops are dark and you don't see anything anymore what the color is in the box. So I have now 2. I have only 2 left, so Tim must make not more colors, because otherwise I must have another box. And you don't have to use a lot of it. A few drops is enough for a whole year of coloring. So I'm going to color the bears. I have them here. I have them also cut out. Take some water, and I have some paper towel here. Yeah, I think always it's boring to see someone coloring, but you asked a few times if I want to do that, so I thought maybe this is the time. So, I don't put water in it. Why I don't put water in it? In the beginning I did put water in it, but when I gave workshops, people squeezed too hard and they got too much water, and it was always a drama and a mess, and so I started to don't put water in it myself, so I can show it without. Why do I use then the water brush? I think you say because they have fine tips. I love these ones. They are not going to go outside and yeah, I really like them. This is from Sakura, I think the number 2 it is, and I use them a lot. I'm going to use, have I take the right box? No, I wanted the tea dye. And the tea dye is in the other box. You can give your bear every color you want, of course, but I wanted a brown bear. I like the brown bears. And I start at the top where I want it to be tucked to place, and I'm going with round movements to the bottom, and it's a little bit too wet, so, and then it's not dark enough, so I start again at the top and again with round movements. Why round movements? When you color with stripes, some mediums don't give you the chance to take the stripes away, and that's why I always say start with round movements, whatever color medium you have. No, I don't have soft finish cardstock. I have now aquarelle paper from Florence, I think, yes. I could have used soft finish cardstock, but I didn't. Then ears. And if I have too much, that's why I have the kitchen towel here. So, especially for the small pots. So first I'm going to use the tea dye, and under his chin it's a little bit darker. Can you see it, or must I? Yes, you can see it, I think. I'm a clumsy, so I like using water in a brush. Yeah, that's also, but some people squeeze in that the water brush, and oh, that's a really mess. When you want to color in, when you want to do the mixed media, then it's not a problem, but and there are different brushes, and not every brush is handy with that. Some brushes you don't have to squeeze and they give a lot of water, so that's also not, yeah, I don't like that. I want control of my coloring and over my water, so I try to do it quick. Usually coloring is taking time. Don't think you make 8 cards in an hour with coloring. That's not going to work if you want to color. And this one is a really small coloring piece, but you see I start every time at the place where I wanted to have it dark, where I wanted the dark points. So, and now I'm going to use a little bit darker, and I want to use the vintage photo because I want some more darkness in it. I take a nip of my drink, and I'm going to some squeeze brushes get so fluffy fast. Yes, that's why I don't use that anymore, Femke. And this is a brand that's not going to be fluffy so fast. I have my first water brush from this brand 8 years. So that's a long time. So. As I take a new one, I have always some new ones here. This is the brand, it's from Sakura. This is the number 6, but which I have in my hand is the number 2. The Koi water brush. So, and then the number 2. The number 6 is a thicker one. And I did do some vintage photo on it already here. You see, for the smaller part you must not have too much. You better can take a little bit again, then you have too much. When you have too much, This is Distress ink, the refill from Distress. I first started to color from the ink pads themselves, and then I bought some refills for refill my ink pads, and then I thought, oh, that's also a possibility to use the refills, because yeah, the refills you don't get, you must be going to be very old when you how do you say that, yeah, they are not going empty very fast. So I color for many years now with the refills, and I have all the first refills, so I don't buy any new ones. I refill my ink pads and I refill my box. And ears a little bit darker. But I like to color, and I like every color medium, I must say. I have a lot of pencils, I have the Copics, I have the Olos, I have a lot. I see that I messed up here. If it's too dark, take a clean brush, wipe it off. This one is too dark, clean brush, wipe it off. Then you can take a little bit off your, so then I'm going to use the, for the face and the ears, of the nose, the Tattered Rose, light pink, that. So then the noise of my bracelets are not so loud. Tuck them under my shirt. Normally I take it in my hand, so, but now with the braces it's not handy. Male bear reminds me of the Monopoly guy. This one. Yes, now you say. It's a little bit more pink. Then I'm going to choose a red one, and which one I'm going to choose, I think the Candled Apple, but only a little bit, so you don't need much. To give it a little bit blush, this was too much, but you see I can take it away if I have too much. This also, yes, also you have to, for the small pot you have too much, then you take it away immediately. So this is my first, yes, I can show the box of inks. This is the box, and I put a piece of paper with double-sided, with one side adhesive on the bottom, and then I on the side from Ranger you can print the names of the distress, and I made the exact how do I say, frame for the box, and did the names in it, and then I put the drops in it. I hope you understand, because my English today is a really mess, I think. That's the first one, but I want to have some more of his hands, so this one I must do also only the hands, so I must go to the tie-dye again. And I must say this is my favorite coloring medium. I only want these parts. Because I myself can color really quick with this. And if I color with pencils, it takes me a little bit more time. I don't mind that, but sometimes it's nice to make some quick coloring. Then I do again the vintage photo. Enough? No, it's not enough for both of them. So. Meaning colored eyes. I think I missed something, but when you're coloring you cannot read the comments because then it's going to the wrong way. I'm going to look. Yes, on the Ranger side you can get the round ones for this ones. These ones are for on the top of the paint, and you can have the, oh, I can show it. This one's for on your ink pads. Rangers have a lot of these on the side, so you only have to print it. Now, this is the bigger one. Have I time to do the bigger one? Yes, I think I have time, and otherwise I'm a little bit later today. Also, I'm going to use, because it's both on the same page, I'm going to use the tie-dye. And I always start with the skin. And why do I do that? Because if I was starting with the head, and this was a lighter one, the skin is lighter, and I take some of the head into my skin, that's not nice. So I've learned myself, always start with the skin. Your ink and the boxes are on white oval like pieces. They remind me of eyes. Oh, that's what you mean. No, they are round, Femke. Round pieces, not oval pieces in my box. And what you can do if you have a few colors and your friend has another few colors, mix them with, share them with each other. Because I say you don't need much. 2 drops is enough for a whole year of coloring. What you don't must do is fall from the stairs, because I had fallen with my box from the stair, and then then it's a mess, because it's going under it. If you do it upside down, then all the ink is it's one color, and that's not what you want. So if you take it with you, hold it straight. I learned it the hard way. here are small parts, so I must be careful, because I don't want everything brown. And you see also the small parts I do with round movements. Small round movement, but also round movements. Daya did a great job to draw these bears. Yes, the pieces are round. I'm sorry, but it is Femke. They are really round. And what's also nice to do is I'm now with a new line, busy with a new line, and then I stamp a lot of images, and then I have an A4 with all the images, and then I color them. I have then a day to color, and then I have, when I make samples, then I have some color pieces then I can take right away. So give yourself a color day, I say. I find coloring relaxing. I don't know if you all agree with me, but I find it really relaxing. I know some persons are going to be very nervous from coloring, but I find it really relaxing. Thank you, Penny. Now I think I'm not organized right now because my craft room is really a mess, and I'm going to take some room from another, some space from another room, because I am cleaning it, but I can't throw anything away, so I must have more space, and it gives me not. I'm going to be a little bit nervous if it's not clean and on its right space. So I told my husband that I must have some room really fast. And we are only by our, no children at home, so we have the room, we have the space, so why not use it? Because every time I'm looking at my craft stuff, I think, no, I cannot do anything away. Sometimes I sell something, but my room is not too big, but I have a lot of stuff. I'm 60 and I'm crafting from my 21. So you can have a lot of stuff in that time. So, and now I'm going to use the vintage photo again with darker spots. It's not wet enough. You see, I don't make the brush wet every time. didn't get painful holding pens and such. Also with brushes, Femke, because the pencils, I know you hold them faster, but the brushes you don't have to hold them so really fast. You can hold them lightly. That was the wrong color. Just a light color. Now here also a little bit of the darker vintage photo. I see I must color a little bit faster because of the time. But I told you already it takes some time to color. When can't you Yeah, you like to color also, Anita. Like me, just like me. I know that. So. Hi Joseph, I see you coming in now. I don't know if you were here already, but I see you. You see you have too much. Don't need too much. You have just a little tip of the brush, it's enough. So, and now I'm going to my Tailed Rose again. And then I'm going to choose which color I do the head and everything else. And his belly is also going to be Tailed Rose. So, and then his nose also. And then what I give the mustache, I think I'm going to do the vintage photo. So I want that a really dark one. Maybe a little bit walnut stain also. I want to color quick, but I'm getting it hot right now. I got it cold all day and now I'm getting it hot because I want to do it quick. Yes, I want it darker so I can choose with the walnut stain or the ground espresso. I think I take the ground espresso for. That's a really dark one. So, and I want some blush on his cheeks, so I'm going to do the candied apple again, a little bit, too much, you don't need much. So, and the other side also. I hope you can see it. Take your time. Yes, I take my time also because I want to finish it. And now the head. I have the wild honey, the peeled paint and the tumbled glass in it. So I think I'm going for the tumbled glass. And which one? There it is. Now I'm going for the wild honey. That's what I was looking for. I want to use the same colors as in the background. This is the wild honey. It's a little bit darker. And I see that I messed up a little bit. What I do, I make it red and then I think you don't see it because I use another color over it later, but I don't want that. That is outside the lines I don't like. So, then this is also wild honey. It's part of the head. You see this as very small, so if you can, then you can do it with stripes, but and then here I'm going to use the peeled paint. So, and his bow is also going to be peeled paint. These are very small parts. You don't need much of the ink. And I see the comments scroll, but I cannot see what you are saying. Sometimes when I'm coloring, I don't quite know where to put the shade. Now, I have myself learned that I'm going to do what I like, and sometimes you have to methods with sun and that kind of stuff, but I go from one side and I do all, you see here, shade, all from one side, and sometimes I do the other side, but then you must do all from the same side, but don't make it too hard for yourself, because I don't do that also. I'm not looking, most of the time I don't think about the shade. Yes, under the head, here it's darker, under her head and under his belly it's darker. And here with the clock in his hand, the clock is over its hand, so that's darker. That I know, but otherwise I don't think about this shade. I always say, if you like it, that is the most important thing there is, so don't make it yourself too hard. Now I use the black soot. The only thing you have to do is you must have darker and lighter points, so it's not all the same color and the same. That's why I have my kitchen towel, so I have, if I have too much, I can put it on my kitchen towel. And you can also look at some points. If you do flowers, you can look outside, how do I see the shade, and when you have a person, you can see how he sits, and then you can see where the shade must be. But normally, don't think, make it not too hard for yourself. And here I want some more. In the belly, I want some more. Think a little bit. Did I know? I take the turret rose again. I want it a little bit darker. Am I? Yes, Marianne, it is oefenen. You must do it a lot, and yeah, just do it. So, I think I have, oh no, the inside of the clock, there I'm going to use, if I have the tumbled glass here. No, it's in the other box, I think, yes, of course, always in the other box. Inside of the clock, a little bit of the blue one, and then I use all the colors in the bear. So, and now it can dry, the big one, and I can take the small one. This one can dry. I take the small one, and I take my the small tien, and what I want to do, I want to do the bear inside the frame. So I glue it inside of this. But you don't have much. Don't glue. So a little bit of here. Then I cut out these two parts. Yes, it looks great at frame, and then bear is popping out. I don't see it correctly. I'm a little bit far away here. don't want to see white. So this one is coming on this side, I think, yes. You see, you think you have a lot of time, and I was afraid I had not done enough for making 1 hour, and I want them pop up a little bit, so I take some. And I must have another scissor. 1 millimeter thick tape. Only need small pieces. Come on. That's one. You see, with my braces I can do a lot. It's not always handy, but I can do a lot. This one was for this side. And I see here a little bit of the white. So, not anymore. So, now I'm over the hour, but that's not a problem for me. I hope only Facebook is not throwing me out of it. And now I want some of this. This is from the mannequin set. From Esther. So, I want it behind it, yes. So I'm going to finish my pages, and I hope Facebook is not throwing me out. If you don't see me anymore, you know what the reason is. Lately it's not a problem, but with Facebook, but in the beginning that I went live and I was over the hour, then plop, he threw me out. So now the frame with the bear. And you see, you can combine everything you want from the Elizabeth Craft Designs collection. Shall I do it this way or shall I do it straight? No, I don't want to do it straight. So, and I have something here. This is a leftover from the drop from the previous collection. I thought maybe this is nice on this side. And then also a piece of this one, or only this one. I think only this one is nicer, so I'm going to tear also. You don't need much, you see. Don't want it straight, so I tear it. not in the holes, beside the holes, Marga. In the holes, that's not. I think I do it this way. Yes. Then I'm going to put the beer here. But I want also something else. So I have two boxes here, one with stuff from Esther and one with stuff from David. So I'm going to see what. Let's try. Yes, let's try. I'm going to look. This is the box from David. This is the bag with the new sentiments. But I have also the box from Esther here. Yeah, I say the box from Esther. But that's from the new reminiscence book. I cut out from the new reminiscence book and some tickets. And I like these pieces very much. So maybe I can put something here. Or shall I do so? Now this happened, but this is too big. No. Oh. This is also a nice one. Oops. I like the oops. And where do I have mine? Two. Oops, I like. So oops is coming on my page. Oops, and maybe this one in the corner is also nice. I like numbers. I really like numbers. Time to Play is also a nice one. They are all nice. Decision, decision, decision. Oops, Time to Play. Then this one is not. Maybe this one is nicer to put that here. I take it. Yes. I cut in one book, but I have another one and another one. So I did one book, cut one book, and then on the other two I look if I have enough of the die cuts, and otherwise I cut more, but I always cut one book. It's Time to Play. Oh yeah, and I have also some drops from Nuvo that I wanted to use. You see, I have a lot prepared, but time. This is from the thick pages, and I have thin pages I have done with the double-sided adhesive from Esther's book. So. That's that. And I have three colors here. Blue one, black one, and the yellow one, yellow-orange one. I think the yellow-orange one, or the blue one. I think the blue one. I have a lot of... These are dewdrops, so that's the last thing you must do, because that need time to dry. And I make some drops on the page. one here, and then also here, a few ones. And I want not the points on it, so I tap a little bit and then I get round dots. And then my pages are ready. Oh, it took me 10 minutes more, but I hope you liked it. Thank you. I think I missed a lot of comments, but I know for sure that Els and other girls and ladies and men have give you an answer of your questions, I think. So now this must dry, so that's one. I must leave it like this. I wish you all a very nice evening or day. Here it's evening, so I hope you have a nice weekend. And nice weekend is only Wednesday, Marga. That's a nice week with lots of sun. We hope a lot of sun here. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.